Here is everything Apple announced at its October 27th event. It started things off with a video and new website about accessibility, showing all the new features and assistance Apple makes to make sure anyone can use their products. And then it was time for some updates. The iPhone 7 is getting great reviews and customers love it, and they're taking photos with it, and Tim Cook showed off some of the better ones. iOS 10 is installed on 60% of devices, and Apple Pay and transit information is now available in Japan. The Apple Watch is also getting good reviews, and the Nike Apple Watch goes on sale on October 28th. And now it was time for something new. The Apple TV is getting an update in December with a new app called TV. This is a single place to go and see everything you're currently watching or may want to watch across all of the apps you have installed. There are currently 8,000 apps available, including 1,600 from video content producers. Twitter took the stage to show off watching football games and browsing Twitter simultaneously, and then it was time for a demo. This new TV app works on the Apple TV, the iPhone, and iPad, and you can see all the TV shows and movies you are watching from any app in one place. And you can also see a curated list of things you may want to watch. This update will be free and is coming in December. Then it was time for Macs. It is the 25th anniversary of the very first PowerBook from Apple, and with that, Apple announced the brand new MacBook Pro. There are 13 and 15-inch models in silver and space gray. They are thinner. The 13-inch model comes in at 14.9mm thick and 3 pounds, while the 15-inch model is 15.5mm thick at 4 pounds. There is a 2 times larger Force Touch trackpad and a second generation butterfly hinge in the keyboard to provide better feedback and travel. Then the touch bar. This replaces the function keys at the top of the keyboard and instead gives a multi-touch retina display. It can now do multiple functions system-wide. It replaces system functions, adapts to software you are using, gives you tools and apps, quick type suggestions. Basically, wherever you are in macOS, the touch bar adapts to that task. Also included is Touch ID and the T1 chip, which includes a secure enclave, meaning you can use Apple Pay right on the MacBook. Also with Touch ID is fast user switching. Just put your finger on it and you switch to your user profile. The new MacBook Pro has a 67% brighter and higher contrast display with 25% more colors, and on the inside is Intel's Core i5 and i7 processors with faster memory, faster Radeon Pro graphics for the 15-inch model, and up to 2 TB of faster SSD storage. There are also louder speakers and 4 USB Type-C ports, which all work to do everything possible on the previous MacBook Pro, but in the USB Type-C form factor. Apple then demoed the touch bar using an updated version of Final Cut Pro, Photoshop, and DJ Pro, which all utilize the touch bar to give you faster controls. And Apple also announced a new partnership product with LG, which is a 5K and 4K display that works with this new MacBook Pro. Now, Apple is still selling the 13-inch MacBook Air, but they also announced a lower version of the 13-inch MacBook Pro. This one has a bit lower specs, does not include the touch bar, and only has 2 USB Type-C ports, but it's meant for those who are looking at the MacBook Air but would be getting a better machine with this. The new MacBook Pro starts at $1499 for the low-end 13-inch model, $1799 for the 13-inch with touch bar, and $2399 for the 15-inch, and they start shipping today for the lowest model and 2 to 3 weeks for the models with the touch bar. And that is everything Apple announced at its Hello Again event. Be sure to stay tuned to macrumors.com for all the details on what Apple announced.